Lena was known among her friends as the life of every gathering, always quick with a joke, a prank, or a playful trick. She believed laughter was the best medicine, and never hesitated to brighten her day with a little mischief. One sunny afternoon, Lena walked into a cozy cafe filled with warm chatter and the comforting scent of coffee. Her eyes sparkled with mischief as she came up with a silly idea. She pulled out a handful of tiny, colorful paper faces she had made earlier and quietly scattered them across the polished floor near the entrance. She giggled softly as she hid behind a wooden pillar, watching customers approach. A few people looked down, confused by the little cartoon faces on the floor, while others nearly stepped on them. To Lena, it was all innocent fun. But not everyone thought so. At a window seat near the back, an elderly woman named Mrs. Harper sat observing everything. With silver hair and wise, watchful eyes, she saw what Lena was doing. She had seen enough to know that even small pranks could lead to big problems. Without saying a word, Mrs. Harper stood up, walked over calmly, and gathered a few of the paper faces. Then, quietly and without drama, she placed some behind Lena's feet. Moments later, as Lena turned to walk away, she stepped on one and slipped. She landed on the floor with a surprised yelp, arms flailing. Mrs. Harper was there in an instant, helping her up with a calm and gentle smile. "Sometimes," she said softly, "the joke isn't worth the pain it might cause." Lena's cheeks turned red. She looked away, too embarrassed to reply. For the first time, her prank didn't feel so funny. Then suddenly, a loud crash rang out from the kitchen. A young waiter had slipped on one of the paper faces Lena had originally dropped. His tray of drinks flew into the air as he fell backward, hitting his head hard against the counter. Lena froze. Her heart dropped. She rushed to his side, panic setting in. The waiter wasn't moving. The cafe fell into silence as someone called for an ambulance. Paramedics arrived quickly, and Lena stood nearby, hands trembling, watching helplessly as the young man was taken away. She followed the ambulance to the hospital, unable to shake the weight in her chest. Hours later, the doctors shared that the waiter had suffered a concussion and would need time to recover, but he would be okay. Still, the damage was done. Lena returned to the cafe every day that week, not to prank or play, but to help. She cleaned tables, apologized to staff, and quietly took responsibility for what had happened. She no longer laughed at tricks that made others uncomfortable. She had learned that true joy doesn't come from watching others stumble, but from lifting them up. Standing outside the cafe one evening, bathed in the golden light of sunset, Lena looked inside and smiled, not with mischief, but with maturity. She had changed. And she would never be the same again. Kindness is free, but carelessness can be costly. Think before you act. Thanks for watching. Your support means the world.